So good day everyone. So good day everyone. So before we will start of our left lesson, let's have first is prayer. Lord bless each and every student here as we are teachers as we embark on another day of learning. Please give us clear minds and open hearts so we can group the knowledge and lessons we before us. Help us to be attentive and let your wisdom guide our student. Amen. So for now, I'm Jimalin Tan. I'm your presenter for today, or I'm reporter for today. So, our topic for today is all about family control, family, school, and community collaboration. When we say collaboration, um, ito yung um, mga tao na nagko-collaborate um, sa mga iba't ibang klaseng tao or ibang klaseng tao, or like for example makipag-communicate sa family, school, and of course sa friends. So what is family collaboration? Family collaboration, it promotes a relationship in which family members and professionals work together to ensure that best services for the child and the family. So, ang pagko-collab, when we say family collaboration, ito yung pagko-communicate sa mga family natin. It's either kapag may problema tayo, pwede natin silang puntahan. And also, we build a relationship with each other. And dito din ang mas mag-grow yung relationship niyo sa mga pamilya niyo. And also, pag-communicate din sa mga parents or loved ones, yan, ganon. Loved ones is family na under sa family. So, ito na din yung isang collaborate sa mga children, especially may mga problema sa mga bata. So, we need to communicate about the family. So, this is the example of the family collaboration. We have family routine. And family routine, yun na nga, is to communicate with cooking meals, folding, and laundry. An example of family routine, pag communicate sa mga family, like parang pagluluto, and also pag-fold ng mga gamit natin, kasama natin yung mga parents natin or mga anak natin. So, parenting routine ito din sa mga isang activities na ginagawa din natin. Also, kapag natutulog na din tayo or meron tayong mga activities like parang mga pwede tayong makipagtsikahan, yan. And also, child routines, yung mga dressing room or grooming, yan, yung mga especially sa mga bata, yan, kailangan din natin makipag-collaborate sa mga bata kasi nga one of the according to my research is ang bata ang pinaka madaming ginagawa, diba? So kailangan natin silang kamustahin or makikipag-communicate sa kanila. And literacy activities. So when we say literary activities, ito yung pag storytelling, reading together. So yun, like pag-read yung books, yan, spending time with each other, yan, or meron kayo discuss about sa mga school works nyo. And also physical play. Ito yun yung mga exercise, music, and movies, yan. Siyempre, exercise. Kasama din natin yung mga pamilya natin is magkakaroon tayo ng exercise every morning. And also is music lovers and movies. And family ritual, family talks, family gathering. So, when you say family ritual, ito yung mga pagre-reunion ng mga family nyo and sa mga loved ones nyo. Like, meron tayong occasion sa birthday, yan, especially din sa mga fiesta, ganon, may mga celebration, mga graduates, yan. Yun nga tawag niya is family gathering. So, next is family celebration. Yun nga, sinasabi ko, family vacation, we need to collaborate with them sa mga birthday, holidays, and anniversaries. So, pwede tayo mag-spend time sa kanila. Yan. And community events. When we say community events, ito yung mga supporting civic projects that benefit people in need of the environment. So, ito yung like parang magkakaroon tayo din sa mga uh, sport fest. Yan, pagiging sporty natin. Like parang one of your family na meron palang talent na pagiging sport. So, pwede natin yun siya makakollaborate each of the um, according their um, according their sports. And last is outdoor activities. Yun na nga, masama natin yung mga parents natin sa pagiging um, swimming, swimming, tennis, and biking sa mga sports. Yun na nga, mga play games. So, one of the collaborate we need in our family is to have and spend time of each other para para makapag mag-grow yung relationship natin sa mga parents natin. So, next is school collaboration. So, school collaboration approach involve pupils together on activities and learning tasks in a group small enough to ensure that everyone participate. So, when we say school collaboration, ito yung pagka-collaborate ng mga student sa mga same student nila. So, pagsalamuha, and also, dito na din papasok yung sa teacher niya. Makipagsalamuha, makipag-involve sa mga student niya, and also, mga activities, yan. So, here are some example of school collaboration. So, example of school collaboration is, do not simply butt student in groups with venue direction to discuss a topic. Instead, focus in the discussion with a question on topic conflict. So, ang sinasabi dito, hindi natin pwede ipagsama yung mga um, um, student na pagsama ng mga student na magkilala na sila. Kasi mayroon yung tendency is kung mag-discuss ka, hindi sila makikinig. Kasi nga, nakafocus sila sa kasama nila. So, we need to choose that that pupils na hindi nila kilala para magkapag-discuss ka lang mabuti at makikinig sila. And para naman kapag magtanong ka, is masasagot nila para hindi maging conflict yung pag-aaral na. And also, organize group with a purpose. Siyempre, mag-organize ka ng group. Hindi kapag mag-organize ka lang ng group without a purpose. Dapat meron din sila bibigay mong activity para mabubuo mo yung collaboration nila. We need to create an activity in their group. So yeah. And also, always require a product groups work, even if as an informal as a brief summary on the discussion. So yun na nga, kapag magdi-discuss ka, syempre we need to kailangan mo din use na product ng example kapag magdi-discuss ka ng lesson para nakikita nila yung yung ibig sabihin ng pinagsasabi mo, para hindi sila mag-imagine, hindi sila mag-load sa pag-isip, para makuha nila yung summary ng yung discussion. And consider ways for assigning roles but resist appointing role but resist appointing. Leader upon a whom more responsibility would fall than his or person. Yan, isa sa mga one example ang pagkakaroon ng role play sa mga student. So, as a group, role play, or as a teacher, so we need to kailangan natin bumuo ng group para sa mga member na mag-role play. Doon din magsisimula ang pagkakaroon ng collaboration nila kapag nagtutulong-tulungan sila. So, as a leader, syempre, leader ka. Dapat, alam mo kung anong gagawin mo. Kapag yung isang student yung kasama mo is shy type siya, gagawa ka ng paraan para makapag-collaborate silang dalawa. So, yun. So, you need to um, point, dapat maging sensitive leader ka para alam mo kung ano yung role ng yung member, para din makikita din ng member mo na nagkakapag-communicate and also naka-collaborate sila lahat. For long-term collaboration project were regular in terms of report. So, yun na nga ang pagkakaroon ng mga reporters, yan, activities din yan. So, attentive to student schedule. As with any method, be wary of choose and always prepare and distribute a grading rubric for collaboration project that will be graded. So that's all that school collaboration. That of the some of example. So next is community collaboration. So when we say community collaboration, it requires commitment to share decision making and financial resources, and working with community members as equal in part in the decision making process. So one example of communication collaboration, ito yung pag-collaborate um, ng isang tao or children sa mga communities, mga society yan, para ma-involve sila sa mga activities na malalaman nila. Yan. And also, dyan din papasok yung mga papasok yung pakipaghalubilo ng mga student or mga bata. Yan. So, we need to use, so, kailangan din natin makipag-collaborate para hindi tayo maiwan sa error. Yan. So, that's all of my topic. So, thank you so much and God bless.